Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो तारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. There are 4 topics which are dealt with in our Vedantic literature. The 4 topics are: what is this world? Second thing is, who is this? Who is going through good and bad experiences of this world? The third thing is, who is this God we talk about? And fourth thing is, what is the meaning of spiritual practice? And total of all the 4 together is attainment of fulfillment in life. These are the topics which are dealt with in scriptures. See? So, the world. The world does not exist if there is no experiencer of the world. See? You must have gone to some old places. This is the palace where Bhagwan Sri Krishna was living in his childhood, 5,000 years old. See? When nobody had gone there, that did not exist. So, the world exists if there is someone who is going through the experience of the presence of that object. First principle, first step. Similarly, so many trees and plants and rivers and mountains, there is no samsara there. When the glaciers break and carry a huge amount of ice and waters and floods, nothing happens to the glaciers, the earth, the rivers, the houses, nothing happens. So what is the conclusion? This world has existence only if there is an experiencer of the world. This topic is dealt with in Panchadashi. One person was told by somebody who was a miscreant that your son, I heard, suffered from a terrible accident in US. The moment he heard it, he became so frustrated, started crying, miserable and all that. So now whose son it must be? It must be the son of an old person. See? All the youngsters, they go out of their country, India, and then these oldies are staying, waiting every day for the phone to come. So he got a message from somebody and he became frustrated. So when he became frustrated, then old wives are smarter than the old husbands. So she said, don't get frustrated. Call him and find out. Oh, yes. The old man cannot think this. He can only get frustrated. So he called. And then day in India, night in USA. So he scolded the father. Dad, how many times I told you don't call at the wrong time? But now the dad is happy. Oh, very good. Now see, nothing had happened, but this message has gone in his head that his son has suffered an accident. Samsara is created. The other way around. If something bad happens, once it happened somewhere, I was taking food and a message came to me. So I read the message and kept it. And we finished our food, everything. Normal, nothing, no problem. Afterward, just before going, I told that person, I said, come here. And you are not going to make a mess, okay? Satsang is over, food is over. Now I am going. You have given me dakshina. Now till I go and sit in the car and go out, you will not react to anything. Yes, then I told the bad news. So we went. Now that event had already happened, but it was not known by that particular person, therefore samsara was not created. See, friends. So, world topic is not discussed in the scriptures to prove that the world is created. No. See. न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर नट संप्रतिष्ठा. This world what we discuss and talk about, तस्माद् आत्मनः आकाश संभूतः आकाशाद् वायु वायुर अग्नि अग्निरापाद् nothing. The topic of the world is not to prove that the world is created. Then, na rupam asya iha tatha upalabhyate. This world is what? Created, sustained, then there is a dissolution and everything will go back. No. Then what is the topic? Topic is, this world is only for the ignorant people. Iha means vichara kale. Na rupam asya iha. Iha means when you start thinking properly. See. So what is this world? Urdhva moolam adashakam. This world is nothing but our body. Urdhva moolam, dabav, adashakam, grow wild. See? So like our body has neither the beginning nor the center nor the end. Body doesn't die because the 5 elements of which the body is made, they are disintegrated and go back. Nobody dies. The jiva doesn't die because it doesn't exist. See, friends, in short, this world comes into being, existence because of our wrong notions. Now, these wrong notions fall in 2 categories. One is what is the world, and second is what is our experience. See, this is what our Mandukya Upanishad tells. There are 2 things. One is abhidheya pradhan. Second is abhidhana pradhan. See, there was a child came from the school, very excited. And I was watching, and he was unable to contain himself. So the mother asked, See, Swami has come, do namaskar. Namaskar I'll do later. First you tell me. And who was that lady? She was a doctor by profession. So he asked, Mummy, tell me what is human body? That is what he has learned in the KG1, KG2. So she said, yes. There is a skeletal system, there is a muscular system, there is a cardiac system, there is central nervous system. What Papa tells about you, you know nothing is really true. To the doctor. Really? Can you tell? And then he started telling. Do you know what is the body? There is a head. There is a trunk. There are hands. There are legs. Did you tell that? You know nothing. Now, how the child is taught in a school? They will be drawing a sketch, a picture. Then there will be arrow. From the head there will be one arrow coming, and in a box it will be written head. Then the second arrow from the chest, and then it will written a trunk. Then there will be third arrow coming from the stomach, abdomen, the stomach. Fourth arrow, thighs, legs. This is human body. If this is clear, human body is abhidheya, object. And the name, head, trunk, abdomen, etc., they are abhidhan, name. Therefore, the world is what? Asti, bhati, priya, nama, rupa, iti pancha amshakam, adyatrayam brahma rupam, jagad rupam tatodvayam. So, asti, bhati, priya, satchidananda is Paramatma and nama rupa is Jagat. See. Normally what we understand? We understand this is the world. No. World is not this thing only. World is both Rupa and the Nama. See, this phone doesn't know that it is an iPhone. This phone doesn't have the ego. iPhone, Samsung. No. It is Abhideya. It doesn't have any name. It is the person who owns the phone, he has that ego. What is your phone? My phone is iPhone. Which model? S6. Mine is 13. Oh. Where is the world? World is in the Rupa, object, as well as in the Nama, the subject. See, friends, therefore, when somebody gives some donation, what they do? I am ready to give donation, Savva Rupiya, but then my statue should be there, Rupa, and my name should be there, name, Nam, Rupa, Atmak, Jagat. See, everywhere the same story. In Vrindavan, I happened to go, and one of the holy places, there are so many of them. So anybody takes me, I go. In one place, they took me. On the flooring, there are many marble slabs fixed. So the concerned person told me, Swamiji, have you seen this thing? Yes, I have seen this. Do you know what it is? I said, I don't know. Do you want to know? I said, I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything in this world. No, I'll tell you. I said, okay, tell. No, I can't plug your mouth. He said, these marble slabs, somebody's name is written there. Yes. Now when somebody comes and steps on that stone whose name is written there, all the merit, punyam, of that man is transferred to you whose name is there by Bluetooth. So it will be blue leg. See? So Why don't you fix a stone in your name? I said, okay, fix it. It will cost only 2,500 rupees. I said, okay, pay it. No problem. I have no problem. See, friends, now the one who is writing the name, Dagdumal, Gutamal, Lotawala, the person who is writing, he doesn't know whose name it is. The stone, he doesn't know whose name is this. And the person who is stepping on that, he also doesn't know whose name is this thing. And the samsara is created, Nam Rupatmak Jagat. See. Now we go one step further. About this world, we have no control. We can do nothing about the Rupa. Can do nothing. But we can work on the Nama, the name. See? Once I was talking somewhere, and one person, he says, Swami, I'm not understanding anything what you are talking. I said, chodo yaar, leave it, Bandar kya jane adrak ka swad. So he became angry. You call me Bandar? I said, no, Bandar main hu, tum adrak ho. Therefore, we have only what is under our control is the name aspect of the world, not the form aspect of the world. But what we do, we want to improve the world, improve the society. And many of us get lost only in the past. See, this past has no meaning if you are really walking the path according to Vedanta. See? We only go on imagining. And then what is that? In our Sanskriti, these who are the custodians of the Sanskriti, most dangerous people. They have got their own whims and notion. Sitting on the floor and eating in a disposable plate is our religion. Eating by the hand is our culture. If you eat with a spoon, it's not our culture. Now, where from this thing have come? Some kind of funny notions, and that we carry with us all through. See, friends, Bhagwan Bhagavad in Bhagavad Gita clearly tells, see, Niti Rasmi Jigishitam, in the 10th chapter he tells, I am the planning ability to improve your future. That I am. Niti Rasmi Jigishitam. Those who want to succeed in life, how to succeed in the future, that I will tell you. This is my position in you. It is not mentioned, I am the culture and tradition. Nowhere mentioned it is. See, friends, therefore, the real spiritual practice begins when we spare the Rupa, the world, and start working on the name. And where are the names? Names appear in the mind. See? Mind is a common word used for mana buddhi chitta ahankar antakaran chadushte. And in that mind, then we start dividing our experience in these two parts. That which is abhidheya pradhan and that which is abhidhana pradhan. This is what is done in Mandukya Upanishad. And for that, it is told that Om iti etad. See? Then this Om is further divided into 4 aspects. A, U, Ma. And anything which is uttered, any sound, it is necessarily followed by silence. See, therefore, amatra, matra means what? Miyate anaya, ya, sa matra. That by which we can measure something. Its measurement is called as matra. So, amatra, U matra and Ma matra, A, U, Ma. So these are the names, A, U, Ma. Followed by A matra, No matra. See? So these are the four aspects of this letter Om. Now the first is the A is referring to, now see, this is our total experience. Imagine you draw a picture of your experience. One experience is waking. So waking experience is labeled as A. Then dream experience is labeled as U. And the deep sleep experience is labeled as Ma. A, U, Ma. See. Now what is the waking experience? In waking experience, the subject-object duality is predominant. And what is that predominance? We are constantly struggling to get something from this world, to protect something, and all our life is only extrovert, looking at the world as if it is real. See? Again and again we have to recognize this. Then the second experience is the dream. Dream experience is the same exactly. So this is one important point from this Upanishad. We never dream the dream as a dream. The dream is experienced as a solid waking experience during the dream. After the dream is over, then we say, oh, I had a bad dream. See? Many times some horrible dream happens, and in that horrible dream, we get out of it, and our heartbeat has increased, and we are unable to sleep. So we go to the kitchen and open the fridge, take something, eat something, and then little bit. See? But during the dream, it was real. After the dream is over, it is dream. See, Swakale satyavad bhati, prabodhe sati asad bhavet. So during the dream, it is called as a waking, and after waking, it is called as dream. In the same manner, we are in a waking dream. When we wake up from this waking dream, see, when we wake up from this waking dream, Jivan Mukta Purushas, like Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, he has never started any project for improving the culture and tradition of our religion. No, he didn't. See? Can we plan and improve our dreams? Tomorrow I want to have in the dream nice rasgulla. There was a child got up in the morning and started crying. The father got angry. What is this? Early morning you get up and start crying. You are just like your mother. So he asked, what happened? Dad, I had a very bad dream. It's okay, now it was a dream, forget about it. No, but do you know what was the bad dream? Anyway, it was a dream, so it doesn't matter good or bad. No, I'll tell you. Okay, tell. I failed in the examination. So the father scolded, even in the dream you cannot pass. How will you live in this world? As we laugh at our own dreams after waking up, the wise people also laugh at us. See, friends, in Yoga Vasishta, this thought comes very deep. We are all in the dream of Brahmaji. See? And when Brahmaji sleeps, Mahapralaya, then where are we all going? Now the same miniature is, we are the Brahmaji, Mana Buddhi Chitta Ahankar, Chaturmukhi Brahma. And we are living in this world, mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. And when we sleep, it is a mini pralaya. Then in that deep sleep experience, where the mother, father, brother, husband, wife, rich, poor, India, Australia, where does it go? And again Brahmaji yatha purvam akalpayat. Again Brahmaji wakes up, and wherever it was left, from there again the world begins. So when we wake up in the morning, where we left, from there we start. It is not that I slept as an engineer, but when I woke up I became a doctor. No. See, friends. So like we are all in the dream of Brahmaji, our mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, friend, enemy, desha, kala, vastu, vyakti, paristiti, achievement, failure, everything is in the dream of ours. See, friends. Therefore, abhidheya, the Jagra, Sapna, Sushupta world. And Abhidhana, the waker, Vishwa. The dreamer, Tejas. The deep sleeper, Pragya. At the individual level. And at the totality level, Vaishwanara, Virat Purusha. Tejas at individual level, totality level, is Hiranyagarbha. And individuality level, it is the Anandamaya Kosha. Totality, it is Ishvara. So Mayopadhi Chaitanya is Ishvara, and Koshopadhi Chaitanya is Jiva. See, friends. Now this Ishvara, he is responsible for creating this matter aspect. And in that, the Antakaran Chatushtaya is also created by the Ishvara. Therefore, starting from the objective world up to the mind and I, all of them are inert. See? Now in this inert Antakaran Chatushtaya, when the Chaitanya expresses as reflection, then there are three types of phenomena happens. One is when the body identification happens, then that experiencer is called as Vishwa at the individual level, and totality level as the Virat Purusha or the Vaishwanar. Now how, see, they are one, they are not two. It's not difficult, friends. Our individual air inside, called as Prana Shakti, and the total air outside is called as Vayu Mandal. They must be united continuously in contact with each other. If the external air and internal air, if they are not connected, life ends. Therefore, the air is in us, or we are in the air. Like this house space and total space. Now how these two things have come? Because attention is on the wall. When the walls are pulled out, Will the house space go out to merge with the total space? No. So what should be the understanding? Understanding is this house is in the space. Exactly the same way. Our body is in the air. And therefore, individual prana and the total prana are one and the same. Therefore, nama and the rupa, they are created because of the division, identification with the body, which is outside is the rupa, but inside is the nama. See, then he is called as Vishwa and Vaishvanara. Identity between the totality and individuality. Then we come to the next, Tejasa and Hiranyagarbha. Tejasa is the one who is owning the experience of the dream. See. And the one who is owning the experience of the totality is Hiranyagarbha. So Hiranyagarbha and Tejasa, they are one and the same. Hiranyagarbha created this world. Tejasa, the Jiva, he creates the total world. Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, they are not created by God. Understand this basic principle. In Panchadashi, this thought comes. A woman is created by God. Out of that woman, a daughter is created by the father. A wife is created by the husband, and a mother is created by the son. And who is suffering or miserable? It is the daughter is miserable, it is the wife is miserable, it is the mother is miserable. Where are they? See, friends. Therefore, individual Jiva and Hiranyagarbha, total Jiva, is one and the same. So what Mandukya is trying to help us, the individuality and totality, they are one and the same. Therefore, the spiritual practice is, let us give up the individuality and merge in the totality. Then we come to the third stage. Akara is over, Vekar, Vishwa and Vishwanara. The Ukara is Tejasa and Hiranyagarbha. And the third, Makar, not Makkar. The Makar is the Anandamaya Kosha or the Ishvara. Now here there is a subtle point, be very attentive. Our waking experiences are different from each other. Our dreams are different from each other. But our deep sleep experience is common. Because in deep sleep there is no sense of otherness. And in deep sleep there is no sense of limitations that I am a limited, incomplete being. It's a common experience. See? And therefore, what we call from totality point of view as Ishvara is this pragya with reference to the individuality. Therefore, the division between the knower known, the cause and effect, they are all supported by the common factor. And that common factor is indicated in this Upanishad as the amatra, the silence that follows the three uma. And you will see the waking is finite. It begins when we wake up and it ends when we sleep. Then the question comes, where the waker has gone, where the husband has gone, where the officer has gone, where the rich man has gone, where the problematic life fellow is gone, all disappear. Where do they go? Go nowhere. Because they didn't exist. And therefore, one point we have been emphasizing, therefore, real spiritual practice is do not become an extraordinary person. Remain ordinary. What is extraordinary? We want to prove something to somebody, and we do not know what we want to prove and to whom and who cares for us. See, there is one Upanishad, Sannyas Upanishad, and in that Upanishad there is a mantra toward the end. Very beautiful. Na prishtaha kasyachid bruyat na cha anya yena cha pruchhataha janan apihi medhavi jadavallokamaacharet. See? Don't get involved with the world. Na prishtaha kasyachid bruyat. This mantra we have translated in our happy mantra. Who asked you? We keep on telling. I was there, I was there. Who asked me? Immediately the total past gone. So, na prishta kasya. Na cha anyayena cha pruchhata. When the other person is asking, only from the examination point of view, trying to show off, then be dumb. I don't know. Janan api, knowing well, jadaval lokamacharet. Lead your life as if you know nothing. The net result is, we will not run away from ourselves. Come back to yourself. And when this starts happening, then we come to the fourth matra, and there it is na anta prajna, na bahish prajna. There is no concept of in and out. Be very attentive. That experience where the concept of in and out is redundant, that is the ultimate truth. Now, we are inside the house and the car is outside the house. Samsara begins. Camera is outside, I am inside. Samsara begins. Then we drop body identification as in deep sleep. That time we are inside or outside. That experience where inside, outside, na anta prajna, inside, na bahish prajna, outside. This is the Turiya. According to the grammar, Sanskrit, Turiya means fourth. But that is not the fourth. Most of the people make this mistake. See, if you have got only one child, will you say, this is my first son? Only one. So how it can be first? In the same manner, because we are referring to earlier 3 children. See, I have 3 daughters. One is Kali, Mahakali and Rudrakshi. And the 4th one is the sun. Because you are referring the 3, the Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, the Vishwa, Taijas and Prajna. Because you are talking about the 3, therefore you say the 4th one is the Turiya Tattva, but that is not the truth. See, I am son, I am husband, I am father, But who are you? I am man. Am I fourth? I alone is the son. I alone is the husband. I alone is the father. So what is the reality behind these three characters, son, husband and father? The man. Now why we call him fourth? Because we are given undue importance to these three. And where are they? They are nowhere. And then we will come to know all our thoughts are born because we have given importance to abhidheya outside. When we give importance to abhidheya, abhidhana, the name, the mind is disturbed. And in deep sleep, this division inside and outside is zeroed. Therefore, there is no samsara. There is neither abhidheya, the objective world, nor abhidhana, the subject experiencing the world. Therefore, what should be the spiritual practice? Sleep. Sleep like what? Like Bhagavan Krishna tells. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagarti sayyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune. All the wise people lived in this very world. But how they lived? They have recognized their divine nature, and although they were functioning in the relative world. So how this can be done? Karnataka. In the earlier days, these ladies never used to come on the stage. Maybe you must have heard the name of Bala Gandharva, one of the great artists. He was a man, but he was expert in doing the role of the women. So when the man is doing the role of a woman, does he forget that he is a man? No. In the same way, play the role of a husband, but don't forget you are a man. Now what will be that spiritual practice? Be a happy husband. Borrow happiness from the man and play the role of the husband. You have learned everything from Mandukya Upanishad. See, friends. Therefore, abhidheya, outer world, abhidhana, inner world. Now, for this outer world, we have no control, we have no authority, we have no freedom. Like, husband tries to improve the wife. See, he will fail utterly because his attention is on abhidheya. Come back to abhidhana. See, many times it happens. Many people have got this funny notion. Swamiji, I have done so much of God. Hindi they say, Bhagwan ka itna kiya. Does he need anything? On the contrary, Ganpati Bappa is most angry, he told me. These people take me and put in Friends, we only create all the problems. Therefore, to work on this principle of our Mandukya Upanishad, we have to simply remember that all the things that we do in our life or we don't do, nobody needs it. Nobody needs it. Many times the parents have this notion, grandparents also have this notion, that because of them the children, grandchildren are doing well. Forget about it. Those children who do not have parents, whatever has happened, they have no parents. Does it mean that they don't grow? Hey, last about 30 years before I saw you, how come you are the same? I have no parents, Swami, so I am not growing. Does it happen? See? But ahankara vimudhatma karta hamiti manyate. Therefore, friends, to practice all what we have spoken is our Mahamantra. What is Mahamantra? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. So, one more example I tell you. There was one philosopher and he has a normal wife. Philosophers are abnormal. And he was a college professor in philosophy. So her son was crying and she was cooking something in the evening time, and evening time children cry. So she said, come on, take care of your son. He is not allowing me to work. And she brought the child and kept on his table. And he was doing something in philosophy, reading, writing. So he was cool. The wife went for doing her work. There he was crying, mad. And when she saw that the child kept quiet, no crying, she came running. What did he do? How come he is so quiet? You ask him, Beta, how come you are not crying now? Papa started telling philosophy. I thought it better I keep quiet. Play your role. Don't talk Vedanta, don't talk philosophy in the outer world. See? Otherwise, all the time, when the children say, beta, have you done this thing? Have you done? Let us chant. Hare Guru Rama Guru. Hare, relax. They will run away. See? You go in any big ashrams, like in our Rishikesh, they have got this Bhandara, they call it. These sannyasis are fed. So somebody donates 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 rupees, and in that amount, 100, 200, 500 sannyasis are fed. So they are all sitting in line. And then the serving starts. And they are supposed to chant that time 15th chapter of Gita. Urdhamul Madhashakam, Madhashakam. Therefore, remain relaxed, remain cheerful. We don't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. Because na anta prajna, na bahish prajna. See? And further, when you go in the Karikas of the first chapter, Agam Prakaranam, there we come to discover very subtle points. Tattvasya agrahanam nidra, anyatha grahanam swapna. See, not knowing one's essential nature is sleep. So we are all in sleep. We are not awake. Tattvasya grahanam nidra. And anyatha grahanam swapna. And then we consider ourselves to be lucky, successful, and blah 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 blah. Swapna, dream. See, friends, there are only two stages: dream and sleep. What we call as a waking, it is a waking dream. See? And both of them are absent in the Turiya. Therefore, not knowing one's essential nature is not a problem. Not knowing one's essential nature and thereafter projecting something imaginary, then the samsara begins. See? And these projections are the second aspect of our mind. See, friends, mind functions at two levels. First level is mind is able to perceive, and if we stop after perception, samsara is not created. See? But what happens? We have trained ourselves. Perception is followed by projection. And that projection is our creation. See? We tell our children, poor children, they don't know. Oh, honey darling, you are so sweet. You sing so wonderful. You are so beautiful. You are unique in this world. And that dumb girl starts growing with that notion. She is very intelligent. She is very beautiful. And she sings very well. Now that personality is developed by that child. And instead of living a normal one, she has made an image about herself because it was told to her. See? In Kerala it happened. There was one girl, extremely intelligent, and constantly telling her, and she studied also and was also intelligent, and only living in that cocoon of studied intelligence, not coming out. She got admission in engineering, top engineering college. And there the ragging began. The seniors will come and make fun of the juniors. And the net result was she could not take it and she went in depression. What is the reason? She was told again and again, there is none like you. Friends, life must have all the shades. थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ. We must get up. We must fall also. There must be joy. There must be sorrows also. There must be gain. There must be loss also. Then only life is lived fully. This is what our Mandukya Upanishad says. Like in the dream, gain and loss, they are equal when we are awake. In the same manner, when we are awakened to our Turiya nature, then in these worldly things, loss and gain, they become equal. And this is the first instruction Bhagavan Krishna gives to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. What is the meaning of this shloka? That in everybody's life, the victory and defeat comes. In everybody's life, loss and gain comes. In everybody's life, joy and sorrows come. Now what is the spiritual practice? Same krutva, maintain your equanimity. Meaning, play the role of a waker, but don't get entangled in that. Play the role of a dreamer. Don't get entangled in that. Go to sleep even in satsang, but wake up after satsang so you can have the lunch. This happiness that you have is Paramatma, is the Turiya Tattva. Paramatma doesn't come from anywhere. तुलसीदास जी says, भय प्रकट कृपाला दीन दयाला. भगवान प्रकट होते हैं. He doesn't come. You might have heard the story of Panduranga Vithala. See, Panduranga was a boy and he was serving his father, doing seva. That time, he is so deeply lost in the seva that he himself has disappeared. See? And that time Narayana is very happy because he disappeared. That boy, he disappeared. When we disappear, he comes. See? So, Panduranga comes. And when he comes, he said, I am sorry, I cannot come. I am doing the seva. So there was one brick, you stand on this. See? So katevari hath, mitevari pai, Pandurang khada hai. He doesn't have to come from anywhere. See, friends, when we are constructing a house or we are making a pot, do we have to bring space somewhere and put it in the house? No. The house is constructed in the space. See, friends, Bhagavan doesn't come from here and there. Let him manifest in us. And he can manifest in us only if we empty ourselves. So this Mandukya Upanishad is not meant for बाल की खाल निकालना, hair splitting, no. It must become our day-to-day experience. Otherwise you go into the bhashya and all that and you get, oh God, what is this? Oh, it's okay, KG1, KG2. But ultimately it must become our direct experience. See? And this is what Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita. Mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha. 4 things. Because of me, waking is possible, jnanam. Smriti, dream. Apohanam, deep sleep. Chakara, samadhi. So I am alone supporting the waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. Mandukya Upanishad. And therefore, sarvaihi vedaihi. All the Vedas are ultimately aiming at Sarvaihi Vedahi Aham Eva Vedyaha. You have to know who is this I. See, friends, let us not get into Ghatakash, Matakash, Fatakash. Don't get lost into the hair-splitting arguments. See? And when this is done, then we come to know Vaiditya Prakaran in the 2nd chapter, which is not a part of the Upanishad. It is attributed to Gaudapada Acharya. There we come to discover this world never was created, never it existed, never it will be destroyed. Vaiditya Prakaran. Then it should not come. That means in Brahman, Paramatma is also Vaiditya. No. Advaita Prakaran. He is the only one. Then what about this world? Then the last chapter it is Alat Shanti Prakaranam, where it is said, if you take a torch or a full jadi, we do in Diwali time, it's so dark. Then you take the full jadi and move around. There appears a circle, Alad. But does it exist? How the circle appears? Because of the movement of the torch, it appears. Therefore, all the spiritual practices stop moving. When space started moving, it is called as air. When air started moving, it is called as fire. When fire started moving, it is called as sweating the water. When the water started solidifying, it is called as earth. So go back from earth to water to fire to air to space. What is the space? Therefore, supports everything, rejects nothing, but at the same time doesn't get influenced by anything. This is the Turiya Tattva. Na anta prajna, na bahish prajna, na ubhayataha prajna, na prajna, na aprajna. See? Everything is dissolved. And the best part is, this is not a gain, but it is a complete loss. When we sleep, what do we gain? We leave everything. All the possessions, achievements, failures, relations. When everything is lost, then only the deep sleep happens. And nobody regrets because of the deep sleep. Yeah, I had a deep sleep very nicely. No. In the same manner, the wise people, abiding in their absolute nature, they leave everything, but there are no regrets. Because they have discovered praptasya prapti. They have discovered the infinite being that they are. This is how the whole Mandukya Upanishad forget after some time. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.